Water. Aneska, water, I beg of thee. I thirst. I starve.
And someone stole my pillow.
I am Ecaterina the Wise, Ecaterina the Promethean, Ecaterina, the leader of the Bruja clan. We are the children of Cain, and now, thou art one of us.
One of us.
God have mercy on my soul. I am damned.
Yes, we found that out earlier.
Steady now, whelp. Thou lackst the strength to fight, and I would slice thee in twain without hesitation.
Thou must feed, my child, before the hunger overtakes thee and drives thee mad.
Am I now a miserable demon, stealing blood to live? Damned and cursed to hell? Is this all that remains of noble Kristoff?
Nay, my child. There is far more to thee than ever before. Thou art Bruja now. We Bruja are the philosophers of Cain's lineage. Where other clans treasured gold and trinkets, we sought pure wisdom. We strove to unravel the thorny knots that bind the very gates of heaven. Are we damned? Nay, we are exalted. In fabled Carthage, we lived in concordance with all mortals. Together we sought the secrets of Eden, that the children of Cain and the children of Seth would be raised up. But the hated Ventru grew jealous of our power. The patrician clan betrayed us, and tried to destroy us. We survived, but fabled Carthage did not. Despite this great loss, we Prometheans continue our search for harmony with all mortals.
We are the most noble of our breed, Kristoff. We seek only the fulfillment of the dream that was Carthage. But we need thy help to achieve this goal. A war lies ahead. A terrible battle that calls for warriors like us.
Wars among devils do not concern me.
We will cause thee to think otherwise, whelp.
Enough, Cosmos! The Bruja blood needs time to cool. Come, let us leave our young one to think upon his situation. But know this, Kristoff. Thou would have been killed or embraced by our enemies on this night. We have given thee life eternal, and awakened thee to the true face of thy world. I do not expect gratitude, but our clan requires loyalty or death.
There is no life in me. Even my heart has ceased to beat. My very soul has been stripped from me. There is nothing left for salvation or damnation.
Thou needs must pledge fealty to thy new mistress.
Right. Right, that's all finished up. I'm confused. I thought that the Bruja clan, I thought they were more the kind of angry, rebel, anarchy people. Well, they were the Anarchs, weren't they? The Anarchs were predominantly Bruja. Like, Damsel was, Skelter was, and the Ventru are kind of the nobles, so I don't know. I'm confused, because it seems like both of those seem to be... It seemed almost like... So, the Ventru are kind of the status quo, and they're very kind of... Yes, we're in charge. Blah. That was the kind of British aristocrat, blah, rather than the vampire. Blah. These noises, while similar, are very distinct. And the Bruja clan, so I'm thinking like in Masquerade, the Bruja ones were the kind of rage against the machine and well, bring down the status quo and I don't know what that one was. Maybe that was more my kind of etc. noise. I don't know. Whereas talking about Carthage, it seems like it's the other way around, where the Bruja clan were like, "Oh, we're supporting the status quo, and we're in charge, and we're kind of almost kind of the top of the totem pole, whereas you've got the Ventrue, who are kind of opposed to that and try and toppling things. So right, let's think about this. So, I am newly okay, I do not... Right, I submit to thee in all things I am thine to command. We're not going to go with that. I don't think Christoph would say that. I do not agree to serve thee. I reject thee and shun thy evil works. I take my leave of thee. And then you get brutally murdered by one of the other groups who's trying to kill you. I'm newly remade and know little of this world. I agree only to follow thy lead for the present. I kind of want to see what this would do, what saying this would do. But this is the thing, is I'm also kind of thinking, I know I can have this option, but let's think about it. He's like, what's the point of giving him the option to put his faith up if he throws away the silver cross? Because surely that is a sign of his faith, as much as this red cross on his chest is, and he might be wearing that more as a symbol of not his faith, but of himself at certain points. Like, he's bearing that because that's his regiment, and that's part of his identity. Even though he discards the faith, he keeps the badge of that faith because it represents something else. I don't know, what would you say, Mr. Grumpy Man? Right, so I don't think he'd say that one. Do not agree to serve. Check thee and shun thy evil works. I take my leave of thee. I kind of want to see what that would do. Like, but the thing is that are we just assuming that they're evil because they're vampires? Know little of this world. I agree only to follow thy lead for the present. No, I think we're going to shun them. I reject thee and shun thy evil works.
I do not agree to serve thee. I reject thee and shun thy evil works.
Fine.
I take my leave of thee.
Insolent whelp, I forbid it! Tempt not my wrath.
Wrath.
The man he was can do little else, Ecaterina.
The vampire he is must do otherwise, Cosmos.
He will learn, should he survive his own folly.
Thou speakest sagely, Cosmos. Very well, Christoph. I shall not strike thee down for this one act of disobedience. And if thou leavest now, I shall not move to stop thee. But neither shall I lift my hand to save thee from reaping the fruits of such disobedience.
Then farewell, fair cruelty. I take my leave of thy damnable house and my own damnable unlife. For only in death can I find solace for the loss of my soul.
Such a death would not end thy accursed existence, but curse it even further. Shouldst thou ever meet a wraith, thou would understand that thy present torment is paradise compared to the anguish of those in the Shadowlands. Thou dost owe me a great debt for saving thee from a far greater damnation. And for that debt of life, I desire that thou heed the word of thy mistress Ecaterina, at least until thou hast sense enough to come in out of the sun. Do that, and guard my back on an important mission, and I will consider our account settled. Now, let us return to Ecaterina.
But you're just saying you've saved my life. There's no evidence of that.
Christoph, thou must understand that our enemies are legion, and none more vile than Clan Zamitzi, which infests Prague like a plague. The fiends seek thy death in payment for the slaying of Azra and her Shlachta servitors. If thou art to survive, thou must quickly master the powers of thy blood. Thou must pay heed to all our laws, or thou wilt become a gibbering monster like the Zamitzi. Our first law...
Mistress Ecaterina, I crave thy indulgence. Christoph is a man of action. His learning shall be the greater on the field of battle than the parlors of the Prometheans. Let me take him on my mission to Garanal's Haven, where he may learn our ways firsthand. I could use a stout broadsword protecting my back.
Christoph is not yet ready.
Verily, he is as ready as he shall ever be.
I would have thy counsel, Cosmos.
Christoph is no Bruja philosopher. His hot blood cools too much when he has no mission and curdles. Send him forth. If he survives, he will have mastered our ways.
Very well. Christoph, go thou with Wilhelm Stryker. Trust what he says if thou wouldst outlive the night. Go, my swordsman, and strike deep into the lair of our dear ally, Garanal the Cappadocian.
Time to cut thy teeth, fledgling.
Okay. Questions. 1. I'm a crusader who is fairly well known, so I'm potentially... And I'm called an acolyte. I was called an acolyte. Now, that implies... I can't even take these now, can I? Boo. So I assume we have a degree of knowledge and learning of my own. Oh, I could talk to people. So that's a silly thing. And oh, well, there was something else I was... Recover the nod fragment. At some point we'll be recovering the head shake fragment as well. Common celerity. I remember celerity. Oh, that is just an annoying game. That's actually insulting. That's... So I put 5 points into faith, and now I don't have a faith track anymore. Boo! There was something else I was going to comment on, and I can't remember what it is now. It's really annoying. I got distracted by nodding and other such things. No, it's something... No. It was... Is there like a log for these things? No, that's the wrong button. Oh, boo. What was it? It was... I was kind of bothered by the whole... Kind of, he's not a scholar. I probably have a degree of scholarly knowledge. Especially... Okay,
My good kinsman Christoph. Thy bravery carried the day in the Battle of the Moravian Hill.
Okay, I am descended from a guy called Sir Cuthbert. Now, Sir Cuthbert implies Saxon origin. I think a lot of, like, the Berts are of Saxon origin. The kind of Bert names. Robert, Cuthbert, so on and so forth. So... I've probably signed up. I'm not from around here. I've been recruited, especially. And with the fact that I am a kinsman of Sir Cuthbert, is kind of the logic of that. I'm probably from around there, but also I'm related to a variety of knights. Because you have to be certain, I think in general, as a knight, you expect, it's a kind of expectation that you're descended from nobility, or at least some very, very close connection to a noble. So that means I'm connected to a noble, which would imply that I will have had some kind of scholarly training in some factors. Ugh. I mean, admittedly, that doesn't mean that you're not interested in running around. I was going to say Henry VIII, of course, because he kept invading France, you know. You know, you're an English king, you know. There are some things you just have to do. But, and tournaments and whatnot. But he did write... Oh, I can't remember what the name of the book is. But it was the thing that he got credited with Defender of the Faith for. And I can't remember the Latin term for that, which is really annoying. Ah, that's frustrating. And then so the Pope goes, I'm going to give this to Henry VIII. Just Henry VIII, not to the crown. And then Parliament was like... And then the British Parliament... The English Parliament, sorry. Was like... Ah, we're just going to make that... We're just going to attach that to the crown. We are going to have to head out. There's our haven. So, yes, we are a vampire. Oh, I was complaining about the fact that I'd lost my faith thing. I mean, I don't even know if that would have meant anything, but I can't actually... Why can't...
Let's loose thy wrath. Stand thy ground. Stand thy ground. Stand thy ground. Let's loose thy wrath. Attend me.
I don't know what I'm doing. Bottle of Vitae. I'm just kind of frustrated that I can't actually level up, put my things up. That was one thing I really liked in Masquerade, is there wasn't a leveling up in the game. There wasn't like a level up system, per se. As long as you had a bit of experience, you could just throw it in anything. Right, well, let's talk to people, shall we? So, Ecaterina. Maybe I'll rant about something later.
Do not disobey me, child.
I will if I want to.
Learn thy lessons well.
I'll try. I'm not promising anything, because I'll probably be a bit rubbish. I wonder if you can head back to Aneshka with this.
Return to me.
Return to me. I wonder how that would go.
Ecaterina is a scholar, not a warrior born. She would keep her fledglings studying vampire lore in her nest till Gehenna comes.
That sounds awesome.
And never hurl them from the nest to test their wings. But I cannot spend hours debating Cainite wisdom in a university. Give me a stout broadsword in my hand and the sweet taste of my foe's blood on my tongue, and I have all the wisdom I need. And I suspect thou art akin to me.
I am not akin to thee, blood guzzler. I strike only those that deserve my steel. I do not murder the innocents to gorge on their blood.
Thou shalt feed upon blood, or thou shalt die. But thou need not kill to do so. Drink only so much blood as will sustain thee. Suffer thy prey to live on, for to kill during the feeding is to violate our Promethean ethic. And that way lies the beast.
The beast?
A beast born of Cain's sin doth coil within thy breast, Christoph. Keep it at bay, or be lost forever. Acts of cruelty unleash that beast, until it rules thee, as it rules many of Azra's kin.
The beast made them madmen?
Nay, the mad vampires are called Malkavian. Shouldst thou meet one, God help thee. Shouldst thou need his assistance, God cannot help thee. Nay, the beast is not mere madness, but demonic possession by the curse of Cain. We Prometheans are wayfarers in the land of the beast, but we stray not from the road of humanity, the Via Humanitas. By our acts of compassion are we saved from the jaws of the beast. Remember this always, or be devoured from within.
I'm really confused by what he said there. Because he was like, yeah, if you need... Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Unless it means... Right, what are we doing again? Recover the nod fragment. Do you know where it is? I don't think I've seen anything like that.
Thou hast life everlasting, so long as thou keepest thy pallid flesh hidden from the sun's hateful rays. The life-giving sun only brings death to the likes of us. Each day we must retreat to our haven in the chambers below the university.
What are you doing?
Stand ho! Stand thy ground! Attend me!
What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, I just saw something glow there. Oh, I don't know. There's some things to break around here. I got confused. Aha! Smashy! Poison antidote. People put these up every hour or so. These are people we... Oh no, we're fighting these people? Why are we fighting them? Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to attack people. They're innocent people. Like, why did we go and attack the lady? I'm sorry, madam. Right, I think I'll actually put the cut in here now. We have become a vampire, and we have a friend who's also a vampire. So, you know... So we'll think about this, and we'll head off to search for the fragment of Nod. And I'm assuming that's the land of Nod that Cain wandered through. Or what was that, Cain? I think that was Cain. I mean, I know he's cursed to wander, and I think he went to the land of Nod. Which is weird because land of Nod is that sleeping, but it's actually a place that he's sent to. He goes to is the land of Nod, and I assume that's kind of the connection of the words. And we will go and try and find that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.